Now I'm going to begin sanding this down to the shapes that I want using the belt sander. I think I'm going to start with the rear gem first because I'm more excited about making that shape before I do this one, which is mainly going to be like a point. This is what I have it ground down to so far. What I'm going to go for is more of a point, but I have to make sure to keep on wetting it so I could see the inner core, make sure I sand it down evenly. It's going to be the same with this portion, because once you sand it, it starts getting harder and harder to see, unless you add some wetness to it. You can see a little bit. I decided to go with the point for this end and this end because as I'm working on this, I'm realizing that the character that's going to wield this is kind of on the brutal side, so it's going to be a magic wand, but also it could be used as like a close quarters sort of knife. So I got it to a point, kind of looks like a strawberry. What I'm going to do is take this to a light so I could closer see to make sure that the inner and outer gems match up as closely as possible. And then I'll put some sharper outside edges to it to make it look more gem-like. And then I'll start on the top portion of it. So I managed to get the glue off at the base of the rear gem, but it has a little bit of a well, and so I'm going to use my 1-inch belt sander because it has more flexibility to smooth it out. And I also cut down the strawberry shape a little bit more, and I probably will still again. I evened out this base here. Any other little voids or whatnot that may have popped up are going to be filled up when I brush a couple clear coats of resin on top of the whole thing when it's done. But now I'm going to start on this top portion. I'm going to start with the 1-inch belt sander because it spins a lot faster and cuts through material quicker. I may end up switching back to my larger belt sander, but we'll see. So this is eating up a lot of sandpaper and time. So what I'm going to attempt to do is trim it off more closer to the black on the inside using the bandsaw, and then from there sand it to shape. Now this is something more I can work with on the sander. So let's get back to sanding. So I pretty much rounded this over, and next up I'm going to make some sharper edges to make it look more like a gemstone as well, but a really sharp one.